Welcome, Dr. James Beckett, Sports Card Insights. Card wall video, starting with Merlin Olson, going up through Mel Ott. So we're into the O's. Started with the A's a couple of years ago, it seems like now. But Merlin Olson, this is rookie card, noted now maybe more for being an actor, but a great defensive lineman. Thanks, sponsors. All of them are appreciated. Jermaine O'Neal, the second best O'Neal, came along right after Shaq, and Shaq was completely dominant, but Jermaine was great. He lives around here. His son actually, I think, played against my nephew, and he may be by one of these days. This is a very tough Shaq card. Jermaine will probably be on the wall. Shaq obviously be on the wall. It's one of the most iconic big men. But problem with the Fusion Titanium is it's not very colorful. This one's more colorful. I'm not too concerned about situations where on my wall the titanium with the Metal Universe is just a stunning card. Noise Boys, a little busy. I don't like cards that don't show the face of the guy. This is much better. Big man on court as opposed to the very, I think next year was big men on court. I'm not sure why they did that, but I love this card, but it just won't show very well on the wall with the hot numbers and the lenticular. You can't really tilt them. Golden Touch is a candidate. I think, again, the golden age of inserts were 96, 97, 98, right in there. Cut above, I may use this one just because got a lot of good choices with the Shaq cards. The Court Masters, I find the upside down part distracting, even though it's cool when you have 4 players on some of the other Court Masters that are not individualized. This is what I've had on the wall for the last number of years, the jambalaya, the second group of jambalayas when they brought them back. That's not a bad one to stay with. Paul O'Neill probably won't be on forever, but he is for now. A really good player for the Reds and for the Yankees, and this is his minor league card. Jim O'Rourke, in spite of the great first name, I don't think he's going to be, again, the Callahans. I had an oversupply of Callahans. Bobby Orr, I pulled this out of a pack, got it graded. This is probably what I'll use. You go back 30 years, I was looking for a type card of the General Mills. I found, I think in Toronto at the Expo, but it could have been at the National. I think it was Toronto, because I went up and I said, I'd like to buy a type card. He would not sell to me. You got to buy the whole set. Now, it's not a huge set, and what I paid for the set 30 years ago is less than what the Orr is worth now. But my preference was just to get one. The floating thing doesn't work as well on my wall, so that's what's been on there. I'll switch to the General Mills. David Arias, you might recognize the smile, Big Poppy. This is David Ortiz before he changed his name. When he changed his name, all of a sudden he was a giant slugger. So I don't know how that works, but it's as simple as changing your name, and that's really cool. So that's a platinum medallion edition. I'll always keep that on. Tom Osborne, have respect for him. He was a great assistant coach, paid his dues, became the head coach, then became senator, highly respected in Nebraska, and they need him or somebody like him because they're not hit. Greg Ostertag, been to his restaurant in East Texas. You'll recognize he's the 7-foot guy that comes over and says, how do you like your food? What are you going to say, Greg? But he was a great college player and a good pro player. Probably won't make the Hall of Fame, but in case I see him again, I may take the card. I don't think it'll get me a discount on the food, but the food was good. Mel Ott, I have said I collected the batter-ups in all the different colors. They're tough condition. I don't know that I'll keep this one. It's a good card. The Mel Ott, when he's a coach in the Mother's Cookies, this is one of the 2 Mother's Cookies that I really wanted to get when I was trying to get type cards. And then lastly, the Mel Ott, that's the 7-Eleven set, which is curious origin and poor production quality, but they're tough cards. So I don't want to keep this, even though there's a local interest. It's just not enough. I didn't imitate Mel Ott, but I was a left-handed hitter, and I wasn't a slugger as much as I hit the fields. But sometimes I'd do the exaggerated step. It does give you power, but if it's a slow pitch, that's different than playing hardball, fastball. So thanks, Mel. Thanks, everybody. Be back again soon.